Are you as well?
Yeah, I'm just sorting it, mate.
This isn't what I wanted. I break my back for you. My body's aching and my heart is too.
First of all, I appreciate you for taking time to chat with me, especially today when you're releasing the single and stuff. I saw you were stressed
all right.
on Twitter. Yeah.
It's all good. We're just little stress heads. It's fine.
No, it's not.
It's just us being stress heads. Don't worry about it.
So how are you doing with the single? How's it going? I mean, obviously you're stressed out, but I mean, you're getting ready to release the video in about an hour's time, no?
Yeah.
How long do you think this will last for? Not over
Not
an hour.
Not long. As long as you've got, I mean, like 15, 20 minutes at the most if you want. I imagine you're in.
No worries.
It's all good, yeah. If not, then you could join the live with us anyway. You could just join in, have a little party. That'd be nice.
You've been posting quite a few kind of teaser photos, and everyone's been kind of saying it looks very much kind of like a girl band and stuff like that, which is very much the opposite of what you like to be heard, no? Like to hear about, no? Was that kind of the intention of the video?
Yeah, but it was just well, the lyrical content is all about like online personas, and you kind of like different characters that you might have going through life. So there's just like some more pop kind of personas, like more girly, and then like different.
No, man, I just said that because on Twitter you were like, I think someone was saying we aren't a girl band, and you were like, yeah, shout it for the people at the back, no? Like, yeah, that's kind of something that you're very anti hearing that stuff now.
We just get bored of it. Like, it's so boring. Like, so now we're just like over it. Whenever anyone says all female band, you're just like, why are you doing
Female
that?
frontage is not a genre. I've literally got a t-shirt that says female frontage is not a genre. It's like, why should your gender have anything to do with I mean, obviously, like, your vocals are going to sound different if you're a female singer, but that's literally the only other defining quality of it, you know? It doesn't make any difference. It just feels really dated, and it's just like too much like identity is like attached on the gender even now, and in like 2022, you know, the world's 50-50. What's going on? I don't understand.
Talking of getting fed up, I mean, I know that the name was kind of came about by a bit of a joke. Now you kind of, I think you found P and then you put Ness at the end now. And then obviously it sounds like penis. Is that something that you regretted afterwards? You kind of get fed up with maybe kind of these silly willy jokes in the end? Or maybe you will do in 20 years' time if you're still going together?
It's a love-hate.
It's a love-hate, yeah. It kind of goes just in circles around. It like you said, it was a joke at the start, and then a few people when we were starting out would be like, you need to change your name, you're not going to get anywhere with it. And we were thinking about it, weren't we, like a bit earlier on? It was like a booking agent that was interested in us, but only if we changed our name and stuff like that. And we were thinking about it, but we just thought, like, we're not really like we work hard, but we're not like a serious we're more like fun and playful and stuff. And I think the name is just, you know, all band names are rubbish, aren't they? So you might as well just have like
you just have to relate them to the music anyway. Yeah. Even the rubbish ones sound really good once the music starts to sound really good.
Yeah, exactly. And after a while you don't think about the name, you just think about the
music,
band or or the whatever.
Tell me a little bit about the actual music itself. I mean, the two of you sing. How do you go about writing it? Is it more of a kind of a collaboration rather than kind of the singer writing the lyrics, one singer writing the lyrics and all that kind of? Is it more of a collaboration? I know, Jess, I think that you've been labelled as kind of the bossy one in the band. I think, no, is that not right? But I think you do let them collaborate from time to time, no?
I'm the opinionated one that.
She's the Hermione of the gang.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. But in regards to the songwriting, it's a mix, really. You know, like, it kind of depends who's got their creative juices flowing at a certain time. You know, so it might be that one of us has a stage where we're just in kind of writing mode or something, and come to practice with ideas, whether it's just some chords or it could be like a fully fleshed kind of the structure of it. Lyrics are also kind of a bit random, really. Some might just all be done by one person, some might be done in practice. Like, it's all very collaborative, and even if songs are kind of like written, they come into practice and they'll still transform, you know, that, and everyone puts their own stamp on their parts and things like that, and then it becomes like a P&S song rather than just a song on acoustic or something.
Yeah. And then also in terms of lyrics, I mean, you've said in other interviews you're not really kind of a political group as such, but quite a few of the songs do kind of come across as politically charged. Was that kind of specifically intentional, or was that just kind of happenstance that you just happened to write about things that were going on at the moment?
Yeah, I think it just tends to be like our general like frustrations at the time. Like when we wrote Oh George, for example, like that was to do with like the whole budget and like George Osborne. Like it can vary, but yeah, I don't think we're intentionally a political band. It just kind of flows with what naturally comes out of us at the time, like what we're writing about, what we're feeling, and like our frustrations at the time.
Yeah. Talking of frustration as well, I was reading on your website, one of the first things that I spotted, it says, if I can find it now, it says, with more hooks, charm and depth than a dozen identical indie boy bores. Can you elaborate on that, please?
It was someone from Soon Festival, which is a Cardiff festival, that gave us that tag.
Right.
Yeah, like and we just thought it was so great. Yeah, so we just kept it. Really, it was just funny because I think it was really early on, wasn't it? I think it was like 2017.
You've been around for quite a while, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a really old. So it was an old, one of our first gigs, and I think it was one of the first kind of like reviews or little pieces that someone had written that kind of we were like, oh, thank God you haven't just kind of said they're like they're like the Runaways or something.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, it was just like a bit more thoughtful, I think.
Conformable, modifiable, mold and shape me, make me feel good. I had some time, and now I'm wide. Doesn't feel like I thought it would.
You're very kind of homegrown, and everything that you kind of produce, the music videos, kind of the merchandise and stuff is very homegrown.
Yeah.
I think even one of your mums makes some of the merchandise now.
Yeah, that's my mom. Yeah, she makes the peas.
That must be quite, I mean, that must be very stressful at the same time. I mean, for example, the video that you're going to release now, was that all done homegrown, kind of your own ideas with maybe friends that are into the kind of directing or photography?
Girl called Marika, what's her surname?
Macklin.
Marika Macklin, who we met at Green Man, I think.
Yeah.
She's like local. She like lives in Liverpool, which is like close to Chester and Manchester, and we just kind of like seen her around for like years, and then she's got her own studio set up, so we were like, oh, can we come? That'd be cool. And then we worked with her once, and she's great. And but yeah, we do like to keep it like people we know, local people that are starting up. You know, yeah.
But everything, I don't think you can do everything like that. I mean, for example, you've got the albums coming out on blue vinyl as well, no? Which is kind of, that is quite an investment to make, no? I mean, luckily I've seen that on the website, they're all sold out, but everyone that I've spoken to is doing the same because it's really popular. But at the same time, it's quite an investment to make, and it's quite risky, no?
It's the same price, I think, as black.
Sorry?
Vinyl.
No, I just mean vinyl in general. It's kind of not just the blue one. I mean,
I think we wanted to, do it all properly, really. So with it being the debut album and stuff, like we kind of had enough that we'd saved up over the years and stuff from gigging and selling merch, and it's a bit of a squeeze, but we've managed to afford to do it, basically.
Oh, because I was looking on the internet before, on the website before, and it's all that's kind of the main thing that's sold out now, the bundle and the vinyl.
Yeah, like we were kind of we were confident that we could sell enough to kind of break even, I guess, and then anything else is just kind of a bonus on top. We know that a lot of our fans kind of like vinyl, and it always tends to sell quite well whenever we've done it in the past, so it was a bit of a nightmare with the turnaround times at the minute. It's like a 9-month turnaround or something. So we had to send it ages ago. Yeah. So yeah, it was a bit of an investment in doing the self-releasing thing, but we still get to keep everything ourselves, as opposed to on a label where often you'd have to, sign away certain rights, or, you know, they take a certain cut of the fee, so we take everything ourselves. So it'll, fingers crossed, it'll work out.
You're working out so far. Yeah, you sold all of those so far. So yeah, you might even have to make some more in the end. Yeah.
Well, in another 9 months or so, yeah.
Yeah.
And what about promoting that? Will you be? I imagine you'd be taking the new songs on tour.
Yeah. Just been sorting that out. Actually, we've got like a really big tour over, well, end of April all through May and start of June, and then like a few dates in October as well, which we've got 2 announced, and then we're sorting out some others as well.
Okay. And then in terms of the songs that people haven't heard yet, would you say it goes along the same line, or is there something over the kind of the recording process of things kind of changed a little bit, and people can expect something a little bit different from what they're used to from the band?
It's still very much classic PEANESS material. We recorded in the same place that we've gone to before, and we definitely wanted it to have a bit more of a kind of body to the sounds, like extra sounds. We added more guitars and like some synth and stuff like that, which we hadn't done previously. But yeah, the album is just classic PEANESS, I think. Bangers.
I think it's a bit like more pop, less punk than before.
Yeah.
More production on it and stuff, but it's still got like the same producer, still us 3 writing it all. So I think it's recognisable as us, but just kind of like a bit fuller sounding. I think this time around,
Because we were saying, for our previous recordings, we were very like aware that we wanted the recordings to sound like what it would live, so that's why we didn't want to add extra any bits, but with the debut album we were just like, it's an album, you know, it's meant to be sat and listened to, and it doesn't have to necessarily be exactly the same as the live show. So we kind of just went a bit more like into a direction that we wanted with some of the songs, just with extra parts, and
just really satisfying. Our producer always says more is more, which we kind of like pushed back against for a while, but we've kind of taken it on board now. There's like some mad like choir parts that Bella put in, like extra guitar lines, synth lines, just little like sounds like tape delay and stuff like that we've put in on a few tracks, and organ sounds, and it's just a bit different, but still us.
So when you take it on the road, will that need you to take a few more components of the band with you as well to keep it all?
Possibly, maybe. It depends on where you see us.
Brilliant. Also, I was reading that I know you did, I don't know if you still do, you did a fortnightly podcast as well with kind of musical guests and things like that. Is that something that you still do, or is it just out of the question right now?
No,
that's kind of taken the back burner for the time being, I think, hasn't it, lads? We've not done it for a while. We should do one around album release. So basically that was something that we did in lockdown to kind of keep us going while we slowly lost our thread of sanity. So we started, it was meant to be like fortnightly, but then I was doing all the editing for it, and then I'd take longer to do it sometimes. So it would be like maybe monthly sometimes. It was just when we could be bothered doing it, basically. And that hasn't been for a while now because we've been busy doing.
I can imagine though. I know.
But it would be good to do one again soon. It was quite fun. It was great fun. Just chatting breeze, the 3 of us. Yeah, it's nice.
And just going back to the album again, I mean, the songs that you've recorded, were they all written before lockdown, or most of those kind of they were all written pre? So there's no kind of lockdown.
Yeah, it was going to come out originally. The album was going to come out originally in 2020. That was the plan. So we were like very busy in 2019, and we just released the first single from this album in January, and then all the pandemic hit and stuff, so we were like, we should probably wait because we'd like to tour it, and you know, we don't know everything that's going on, so it just got delayed. And then with the vinyl backlog as well, with like everyone else doing the same, like delaying their records until they can tour, it just meant, well, okay, we'll do it in 2022 then. So all the songs were definitely recorded ages ago.
So I mean, obviously you must be really kind of keen to get the album out, but at the same time, I imagine you kind of That's 2 years ago for you, Phil. I mean, so if someone who's listened to the same music for like 2 years, it'd be kind of, it's like if you listen to an album, someone else's album for 2 years, want to get you on the new one. So I imagine you're kind of raring to get new stuff.
We've already
recorded.
we've already
I
had
imagine
some.
you've got quite a few tracks written, or at least down demos. of a
We've
few
been in the
demos down.
studio recently, actually, to work on album 2. So yeah, we're very much like want to keep the ball rolling now that it's starting.
Brilliant. So just to finish off, because I want to keep you because you've got this video release to attend to. So to finish off, I like to ask you to recommend other groups, kind of that are up and coming groups, or groups that have been around but don't really kind of get the recognition they deserve. Is there anyone that springs to mind that you'd recommend to people watching this?
So there's a band called Nikki and the Waves.
Nikki and the Waves.
Nikki and the Waves, yeah. So Nikki is playing keys with us on some of our dates for the tour, which is going to be cool. Well, excited. But they're great. They're like a Manchester/Liverpool based band. Like really catchy, nice pop songs. Really good. Yeah. What about you, lads? What do you reckon?
I don't know.
No, I got that. I was gonna suggest Nikki and the Waves anyway.
I'll go with Campfire Social. I'll go with Campfire Social. Are a Chester/North Wales band that have been on our kind of like Chester North Wales scene for years. They're all darlings, and they make kind of like emo folk, like
kind of Pine
Yeah.
Grove.
it's kind of like Pine Grove. If you like Pine Grove, yeah. And they're really sound, and they're local as well. So Campfire Social.
That's great. Well, listen, I'll let you go because I know you're going to get this video on the road. So thanks very much for your time again. I wish you the best of luck with the video release later on and with the album coming out soon. And hopefully I will catch up with you at a gig sometime soon.
Yeah, let us know wherever you're around, and we'll put you on a guest list.
That'd be fantastic. All right. Thanks very much for your time, guys. All the best of luck. Cheers then.
Yeah,
Bye now.
bye.
Bye.